Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is October 9, 2021. We will talk about heavily shorted stocks and how to profit from it. Let's look at general stock market update, look at heavily shorted stocks, and look at fundamentally strong companies with high short ratio, and look at few stock charts and see how to spot great stocks to buy when they have high short ratio. So with that, let's jump in here. From a general stock market perspective, typically all these indices, as you can see here, S&P 500 futures, it's trading sideways. As you can see here, there is some general good news around government not shutting down. That's a positive news, and jobs reports was not very great, so there is a kind of sideways market here, as you can see here. And Nasdaq also, as you can see here, is doing great. Off late there is some negative bias in the Nasdaq. Also on Friday, both Nasdaq as well as S&P 500 had a little bit down day after rallying nicely for a couple days. And Dow Jones Industrial Average, same story. There is a little bit down tick on Friday. And Russell 2000, which is a broader small cap index, that also dropped a little bit on Friday. Generally, I think we are in a trading range pattern here with a lot of volatility, which is expected through October and go into November also. So generally, it's a trading range type market at this time. High volatility, market swings up and down wildly. So that's where we got to buy when it's down and trade. Look at trading opportunities. And if you're a long-term buyer, spot some good names and buy and hold. So with that, let's jump in here. From a general bond market perspective, bonds are going down, as you can see here. The reason is interest rates are going higher. So TNX, 10-year interest. So 10-year treasury, or the interest rate as we call it, that's going up. So that's going to cause some trouble to stock market. Typically, this happens when the inflation fears are there. So that's why the 10-year treasury or a 10-year rate is going up. So this will cause some issue to stock market in general, especially the growth names. That's why you got to be careful. As rates go up, there will be some difficult time for stock market. And crude oil, as you can see here, going up strongly here. So this is why this will put some pressure and inflationary pressure on the market. So at this time, we got to be careful. Don't buy crude oil at the top. Let it settle down, then we can buy. Then we got gold here. Gold is a safe haven, as many of you know. Gold is, as you can see here, making some progress here. Especially this is true when people are afraid of stock market. They will put their money into a little more safe haven, like gold. It's like risk on, risk off. When there is huge risk, they will put some money into safe haven. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at the broader market, 5-year type range here. As you can see here, stock market has done great. As after the COVID issues back in March, right now it's sitting around the top here. And if you look through the skew here, skew is one of my favorite sentiment index on the market. So as you can look through the skew here, skew always gives you a heads up. When skew is high, something is up. It's telling you, it's giving a heads up. Hey, watch out, market is going to drop. Happened here. And here also skew is high, market dropped. This is COVID-19. The reason could be several, but always skew will give a heads up, maybe a month before or so. And now we have a heads up over here saying, hey, skew is high, watch out. Promptly market is kind of dropping here, which is expected. One more thing, as a stock market investors, we should look at is whenever skew is high like this, you could sell some, you could buy some put options. So that way, stock market is going to go down, maybe a month or two down the line. When the skew is high like this, indicates market is also high. You could buy some protection or put options, so that way you're prepared for a market drop. But on the other hand, when the market drops violently like this and skew is down, This is when you can buy some quality names, and if you're a options trader, you could also sell some put options. Generally, when market tanks like this, you have a lot of premium in selling put options. As an example, you could do those selectively in your favorite names or even indices or ETFs for that matter. And VIX is generally doing nothing much here. Whenever VIX stays flat like this, it's also indication, hey, you know what, something got to happen here. So that's why market is a little bit violent around October time frame. You got to be careful here. Buy whenever it's a big news and market tanks, buy some quality names and take it from there. So with that, let's jump in here from a stock news perspective. We got Dow closes near flatline on Friday. We got jobs report, which is not great. It's a miss here, but it's a winning week. There is optimism around short-term debt ceiling. Looks like there may be a deal in the Congress. So that's why it's a little bit, not so positive, not so negative news, which Wall Street loves. And we got some stocks like BIT Technologies, PBTS. They established cryptocurrency mining fleets. That's a good news here. I think stock is making some progress. One of the heavily shorted stocks here. They're also deploying a lot of high performance mining rigs here, which is a good news here. And they're not in China. They're doing this in Hong Kong. That's also good. And then we got here three quick growth stocks here. We got Moderna here and Marathon Digital, a crypto play here, and Workhorse. I like all these stocks at these levels here. Right now, looking at Workhorse is completely oversold here. I think it's a good buy. And also, if you look at the future of the trucking industry, nobody wants to drive trucks these days. There is a huge truck driver shortage, and companies like Workhorse can take advantage of this truck driver shortage and put some new heavy duty all electric trucks in the market and have it autonomously driven. That's a good story here. So that's why this can be a multi-year trend here. We should slowly buy and hold. And then you got Tattooed Chef here, TTCF. Looks like they're now available in the public supermarkets. I think that's a good news here. Stock is completely oversold, and it may be okay to buy some Tattooed Chef here. And then you got your Blink Charging. Stock is oversold. Looks like they've got some positive news here. I think we should look at buying some Blink Charging with this news here. And then you got Beam here, again one more EV charging play. They also have their first deal here, so I think it's a good one to play. And this is also oversold at these levels. And look here, we got Nikola. They also ink a deal here. I think Nikola is also doing some progress here. Gone are the days when Nikola was making a lot of bad news. Now I see some good news coming, and I think it could be a good one to buy. Stock is again oversold. And we got ThreadUp here. ThreadUp is again a second-hand type market here. Looks like they're partnering with the Adidas here. I think that's a good news for ThreadUp. I would be willing to buy some ThreadUp and hold. Then we got cybersecurity play here, KNBE. I think it's a good stock. We should buy slowly into this weakness here and hold. And we got two artificial intelligence stocks here. I like both of these. They're completely oversold. We got Lemonade here and UiPath. I think both have got great potential here. We should buy them and hold them. And we got iRobot. iRobot is a great stock here. Many folks, they don't want to do household chores like vacuuming and cleaning the house. And iRobot has got some great tools. I think it's a good one here. We should take advantage of this drop off here and high short interest and buy some iRobot. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at stocks with high short ratio. These can be great candidates for a short squeeze if we spot them right. So with that, let's jump in here. These are the stocks with highest short ratio. So we got top of the list here. We got PBTS, PowerBridge, As you can see here, very high short ratio, 44%. Very small stock here, or a company here with just 55 million market cap here. That's why stock can be manipulated easily. As you can see here, it's not done much in last 1 day and 5 day. And as you can see here, stock has been dropping a little bit off late in last 10 days and 1 month. So we could take advantage of this here in a high short ratio here, and we could buy some PBTS. Looks like we got some good 1-year sales growth here, which is good, and nice gross margin as you can see here. As you scan through here, what I've done is I've highlighted few stocks for you. The moment you see a green highlight here in the first column, that tells you these are fundamentally good companies with nice sales growth, as you can see here. So you could go after those candidates knowing those are fundamentally strong and they got a high short ratio here. And to spot few, I like stocks like Workhorse here. Workhorse, as you can see here, stock is dropped off a low RSI 27. I think it's a good one here. And as you scan through here, they got a nice 1-year sales growth and also nice quarter-over-quarter sales growth, off of a low basis, as you can see here, which is just 3 million. So stock has been dropping off of late, as you can see here, and a high valuation here. You could slowly buy into this Workhorse given there is a high short ratio, low RSI, and go from there. You might have to wait for a couple of weeks here, because right now stock is not turning around yet, but I think it's a good one to play. And then we got few more here. We got Big 5 Sporting Goods and ATER. As you can scan through here, both have got low RSI and nice sales growth and gross margin. So we should look into these and buy some. And we got few more here as you can scan through. FAMI, as you can see here, it did a nice short squeeze a while ago, and right now it's dropping off a little bit. I think we should probably wait a little bit, let it cool off, given the RSI is 55, which is a little high. Then we could look at few stocks like TTCF, GOTU. GOTU is trying to make a comeback here, as you can see here. Stock is trying to improve, as you can see. I would wait a little bit on the GOTU here, given RSI is a little higher. In general, Chinese stocks are making a small comeback here. We can selectively buy some Chinese stocks also here. As you can scan through here, I love candidates like OOF, that's a good one here. I think stock is sold. Stock is making some progress here. I would wait a little bit and then go from there. Then we got here, some of my favorites here. ThreadUp, as you can look here. ThreadUp has a little bit higher RSI. It's making some progress. I think it still has more room to run. We could buy some ThreadUp and hold it. And FUV, another good play here. Low RSI 40, and it also has a nice sales growth 1 year and a nice gross margin, nice quarter-over-quarter sales growth here. We could buy some FUV here. This is also known to cause some nice short squeeze once in a while. And then we got few more. I love stocks like Fisker also here. Low RSI, as you can see here. Stock is sold off. And I love Intercept. It's a biotech stock here, $15. Stock has been making some turnaround, as you can see here. I think these are the stocks you should look at. Stocks that are dropped off a lot, making a small turnaround in 1 day and 5 day. And then you got Canoe here. Canoe is also a good one here. I would buy some Canoe and hold it. On the other hand, the stocks that have made a big move, as you can see, a Smile Direct up 20% in 5 days. And look at Best, up 24% in 5 days. Wait a little bit, there is no need to hurry. Look at the RSI here. For Best, it's 70. No need to rush right now. Wait a little bit. And if you look at this one here, Smile Direct, RSI is 59. Wait, there is no need to rush. Let it cool off, then you can buy. As usual, look at what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing. A tiny stock like Prague here, nice insider, nice institution buy. Sometimes this institution buy could be a little older because it looks at latest or most recent insider buys. That's why stocks like Prague here, Right now, I would not buy here because RSI is a little higher, but stocks where there is insider buying, institution buying, RSI is a little bit lower. Those are the good candidates. As you scan through here, AGC, it's got a low RSI and looks like institutions are buying. You could buy, stocks like this where RSI is low and either institutions or insider are buying. And same is the case here. We got a couple more here with nice insider institution buy here. ATER is completely sold off here. As you can see, RSI is 45. Insiders are buying, institutions buying. You could slowly buy stocks like ATER also here and take it from there. And next we'll look at few more names here. I may not go through them in detail. You get the general idea. Look at low RSI. Look at what institutions and insiders are doing. And look at how it's reacting in 1 day and 5 day. If it's turning around in 1 day, 5 day, then it's a good candidate. There's a chance it'll turn around. Look here, Oxygen. I know many of you asked me about Oxygen. It's a nice institution buying here, low RSI. Stock is trying to turn around in 5 days. So there is a good hope here. Oxygen can turn around. Given in 5 days, it made a 1% higher move. And also we have stocks like no before here has made a good move in 5 days. It's got more room to run. On the other hand, stock like MicroStrategy here, this is one of my favorite trading stock. As you can see, I made nice move. I would wait a little bit here, wait for a little pullback here, and then buy stock like MicroStrategy. Basically it's saying, hey, wait, use some caution here. Yellow alert. So it's so good to wait. On the other hand, stocks like the one we have here, Yala. I think Yala is trying to, not Yala, it's IVC. IVC is telling you, I'm done, I want to go higher now. That's why in last 1 day, it's up 5.7%. And Yala is, IVC also has a nice sales growth, gross margin, and institutions buying. That's a good sign here. And you can look through a few more here. Same story. We got Circuit, one of my favorite stocks here. It's also telling you, hey, you know what, I'm ready to bounce higher. And I love Shift 4 here. It's a fintech play here. I think they're also doing great. As you can see, a nice sales growth and a low RSI, which is 46 right now. You could take advantage and go from there. And if you're an options buyer or seller, keep watching IV percentile here. Some of the high IV percentile candidates are good to sell some put options if you want to say make some money that way. But in this list here, we got a few stocks like Star with the high IV percentile. When IV percentile is high and RSI is low, you could sell some put option beneath the stock price. Given stock is at least about 20 or 25, so that way you can make some good premium. So with that, let's jump in here, look at a few more names. And before I go here, I love Lemonade also here. Lemonade is one of my favorite stock. As you scan through here, right now stock is sold off completely with a low RSI. I think we should take advantage and buy some Lemonade into this weakness. And next we look at few more here. Apply same methodology here. Stocks that are turning around in 1 day, 5 day. Those are the good candidates. For example, we got one here, which is GPRE. Stock is trying to turn around, and RSI is a little lower. You could look at such candidates here and go from there. And look at what insiders and institutions are doing. If they're buying heavily, I think you can buy along with them given RSI levels are low. Like Arcon here, I think its RSI is low. It's a China stock here. You could slowly buy, no need to rush. Right now stock is still dropping. I think it's showing some progress, as you can see here. And then we got few more here. Cassava, it's a great trading stock, as you know. Right now Cassava RSI is 43. Stock has been selling off of late. You could take advantage, buy a few Cassava as it drops like this here, and this also jumps up $10-20 easily in a couple days. And then we got a couple more here. Beyond Meat, nice sales growth, nice gross margin. That's why it satisfies rule of 40, indicated by green highlight here. I would take advantage of this. RSI is low for Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat also has a tendency to go down for a while and then go higher and create a good short squeeze. Then we got a few more here. I love stocks like Good RX also. Right now, as you can see, our RSI is 51. Stock has been selling off. And Fizz, it's a beer play. I think everybody's having some trouble right now. Fizz has done great. I would wait a little bit. RSI is a little high for me. And PRTS is a good one. You could buy PRTS. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin, low RSI. Stock is sold off, high short ratio. Ticks all the boxes. I would buy some PRTS here. And we got a few more here. You could look at these things also. I think there was a mention about SENS. I think SENS is a great play here. Institutions are buying here, SENS. And nice sales growth, nice gross margin, low RSI. I would also buy some SENS. Take advantage of this small drop here and take it from there. A little high valuation, but I think it will be okay. And we got all these retailers like Children's Place, and a lot of these retailers are dropped big time. I would buy some of these retailers here like Children's Place and take it from there. RSI is a little high here, but I would probably wait a little bit. And we got here one of the SPAC plays, DermTech. This stock used to be very hot stock last year, as you can see here. Right now, DermTech is still has a nice sales growth. And RSI is 49, tells the stock is a little weak here. I would take advantage of this, buy some DermTech here. I'm sure this stock will do great. Everybody wants to make sure the skin is healthy. And then you got a few more here, AMC and RGS. AMC has been dropping of late, as you can see here. I think with the new movies coming, AMC can do well. It's a good one too. We got a few more here. You could apply same methodology. Look what's going on. Look at what insiders are doing. GOS example, insiders are buying. Stock has done great of late. I would apply some caution. I would not buy here. Here green indicates, hey, apply some caution, don't buy right now. IV percentile is high. And you could look at names like Carvana, Curious, and so on and so forth, and go from there. We still have our Tiger Uptech here, China stock. I'm trying to make some progress, as you can see here. Still, you can buy some Uptech and hold it. The Chinese stocks are making a comeback in general. And we got a few more here. I love Right Blockchain. As you can see here, low RSI 39, nice sales growth. Institutions that are buying. I think we should buy some Right Blockchain and take it from there. And we got probably, now what we'll do is we'll look at fundamentally strong companies with revenue growth. So this is when we want the sales growth, we want the revenue growth, and we also want to look at short squeeze candidates. So this is when, for most of you or many of you, you don't want to play. You want some great stocks with high short ratio. You want to know fundamentally companies are strong. That's why this screen is for you. This will talk about strong companies with the revenue growth and also high short ratio. So in this list, you can see here, we got Big 5 Sporting Goods, ATER, GOTU, and so on and so forth. Look here, we got fundamentally strong sales growth here, quarter-over-quarter growth and gross margin. The total is greater than 40, tells you fundamentally strong companies. And look at valuation. Some of these stocks can be high from valuation perspective, like say Blink Charging. So, and look at what institutions and insiders are doing here. Stock like BGFV, ATER, nice insider institution buying here. That can be a great catalyst. That's why I love to look at fundamentally strong companies with high short ratio and some catalyst like insiders or institution buying. So that can be a good candidate here. Coupled with the low RSI, all these stocks have got low RSI here. That makes it a great candidate for you to buy. fundamentally strong companies with the high short ratio. And I like many of these stocks. We talked about stocks like ICPT, Blink, Shift 4. I also like Star here. Weibo, Chinese stocks here. As you can see here, China is making a small comeback. As you can see here, still RSI is low. You could still buy Weibo, take advantage. And we got names like Tech, which is a good one. Tiger, we talked about this already. So with that, this is for you fundamentally fundamental oriented investors and traders. You could go after this, understanding there's a nice sales growth and nice gross margin, and there's some catalyst like inside institution buy-in and high short ratio. And we have some more fundamentally strong candidates here. As you can see here, I love stocks like Right Blockchain. eHang is one of my favorite trading stock, goes up and down widely. Right now, high short ratio, we could take advantage. And we've got some more like real. Right now, I think it's a really good one. Stock has been dropping off late. It's one of the good second-hand type player here. They got a nice second-hand type website. I think it's a good one too. Beaten down right now. Sunworks, I think that's a good one too. Stock is beaten down right now, and it's a good one with nice sales growth. And look at few more like Run, again Sunrun, all of solar stocks I think looks like they're down right now. Camping World and so on and so forth. I think we should look at these names here and buy them slowly. I also love stocks like Jumia here, a great play. Stitch Fix stock has been dropping off late. I think Stitch Fix also caused a short squeeze. I've seen this stock go higher than $100 on a short squeeze. That's a good one too. So with that, now you will look at few stock charts. Most of you, you look at this list, but you also want to learn. So this will tell you how do we spot these good candidates by looking at the chart. So generally, by looking at the chart, you can understand what's going on here, what the dynamics. Look at PBTS, little company, can easily be manipulated. As you can see here, PBTS has got a low market cap, 55 million. Look what's going on in the on the balance volume. That tells you there are more buyers here than sellers. And the volume has shot up like in the last couple of days. That tells you folks are preparing for a nice swing here or a short squeeze. That's why it's okay to buy slowly and accumulate some PBTS here. Given stock is kind of trading sideways, there's a high volume. And then we got stock like Workhorse. Workhorse valuation is a little high, as you can see here. But see, look what's going on here. Folks are accumulating the stock, and there is more buying pressure than selling pressure. Even though stock is dropping off, on the balance volume is steady. That tells you there is something going on. People are slowly scooping up the stock and waiting for a short squeeze. I think that's why, Workhorse is nice sales growth here, nice gross margin. Even though sales is low, but there's a nice growth here. I would slowly buy into this stock here, given stock is at a low price, just $6 here, and there is some progress, nice on the balance volume. And then you got ATER here. Stock has been dropping like a rock of late, but look what's going on here. On the balance volume is trending up. And ATER has nice insider institution buying and nice sales growth, fundamentally good company. So I think this also you could buy slowly and hold, take advantage of this low RSI situation here. And then you got TTCF here. Stock is dropping, as you can see here. On the balance volume is trying to figure out what to do here, pretty steady here. So it's also, as you can look through here, nice institution buying here and high float, high short ratio, low float. So that's why you could buy a little bit into Tattooed Chef. In this case, you could be a little early because we don't see a nice uptrend in the on the balance volume. But it's okay, it's pretty steady here. You could buy and take it from there. Next, we look at a few more names. Intercept Pharma. Intercept is one of my favorite stocks here. Stock is dropping off. On the balance volume is pretty steady here. It's showing some uptick in the near term. So I would take advantage of this. Intercept, as you can see, a nice sales growth, nice gross margin, fundamentally strong company, makes $341 million in sales. That's a good number in trailing 12 months. Our stock is making a small turnaround here. I would take advantage here, buy some ICPT. This can also go higher. Then we got TradeUp. TradeUp is again a resale second-hand type play here. As you can see, a nice on the balance volume. It's racing right now. So I would take advantage of this. Right now, RSI is little high, 54, but you could still buy some TradeUp here. It made some small move, as you can see here, but I think it's worth buying slowly and accumulating. And then you got your GoEV. GoEV or Canoe, it's a electric vehicle play. As you can see here, on the balance volume is pretty steady here. Stock is dropping, and as you scan through here, institutions are buying here, and a little bit high valuation price to sales ratio perspective. So I would slowly buy into GoEV, accumulate, and wait for a short squeeze. Last, we got iRobot here. Everybody wants one of these iRobot cleaners at home. I think it's a good one. With the Thanksgiving and holiday season coming, people can buy some iRobot for their home and send the stock higher. Right now, iRobot, as you can see here, down 59% from one year high, and nice sales growth. I love this. And as you can scan through, RSI is a little high. That tells you stock has made some move here, but still I think it's a good one to buy on the down days and accumulate. So with that, this tells you when to buy and sell stocks. From an entry point perspective, look for RSI lower than 55 and on the balance volume racing or at least steady. And from an exit point perspective, look for RSI higher than 60, then you can slowly exit out. And if the on the balance volume is falling, that tells you momentum is waning away. So you could slowly exit out and take it from there. Always look for fundamentally strong companies with the nice quarter-over-quarter sales growth and gross margin greater than 40. Look for low debt to equity ratio. That tells you companies not taking too much easy money and loading the balance sheet with debt. A lot of companies in this age, when there is a low interest rate, they tend to take a lot of debt on their balance sheet, which is not good. We should look at companies with a nice fiscal discipline with low debt to equity ratio. And if there is a high short float, that could be another catalyst. So these are your catalysts here, like low debt and institution buying, insider buying, and short float. That can tell you, even though stock is has a high short ratio, if these criteria is satisfied, there's a nice catalyst for them to go higher. Option buyers, look at RSI as usual. Look at IV percentile. If you're a buyer, you want a low IV percentile. If you're a seller, you want high IV percentile. We'll look at options in a different segment and take it from there. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe and have a great weekend.